Hello and welcome back to Wealth Vigilante. They gave you freedom, but then they took your mind and you thought you were free because you could vote, because you could scroll, because you could choose between a blue shirt and a red one. But real freedom, financial freedom, mental freedom, time freedom, that was stolen before you even knew what to call it. They put you in schools that taught you obedience, not independence. They trained you to follow, memorize, comply. But never to question, never to build, never to own. You were taught how to write a resume, but never how to write a business plan. You were taught to chase grades, but never to chase leverage. You were told that if you just get a good job and save, you'll be okay. But you weren't born for okay. You were born to build, to own, to command. But they needed you small. They needed you dependent. So they gave you the illusion of choice, while stacking the game against you. Because here's the truth they don't want you to hear. The system doesn't want you rich. It wants you distracted, indebted, hooked, silent. They gave you credit cards and called it financial tools. They gave you college degrees and called it education. They gave you 9-to-5s and called it security. But what they really gave you was a cage. And the bars of that cage are made of comfort, fear, and convenience. They knew. If they can trap your mind, they don't need to trap your body. You'll walk yourself into the trap. And even worse, you'll defend it. You'll mock the entrepreneur. You'll laugh at the investor. You'll hate the millionaire. Because that's easier than admitting you were lied to. You're told to save money, while they print more of it. You're told to get a stable job, while AI replaces it. You're told to retire at 60, but inflation is eating your future alive. You were given a script, and if you follow that script, you'll die broke, tired, and full of regret. Not because you were lazy, but because you were asleep. So let this be your alarm clock. Wake up. You don't get rich by playing fair. You get rich by playing smart, by learning how money actually works, how systems are built, how leverage scales. The man who understands attention, capital, and code will own everything in the next 10 years. The man who waits for promotions and pensions will be a slave with a smile. They told you freedom was being able to say what you want, but real freedom is being able to walk away. Walk away from the job, walk away from the noise, walk away from dependence. You can't do that without money, not real money, not paycheck money, ownership money. Assets, cash flow, equity. That's the game now. But they don't teach you that. They teach you how to trade time for scraps. They want you chasing promotions, not profits. Vacations, not ventures. Entertainment, not education. Because a man who can think for himself, a man who knows how to generate income from thin air, a man who's not emotionally dependent on a paycheck, that man is dangerous, and the system fears dangerous men. So what do? They distract you. Netflix, porn, fast food, viral trends. They hit your dopamine till your ambition dies. They make you feel seen, but not driven. Entertained, but not awakened. And slowly, you stop asking questions. You stop thinking. You just comply. But I'm telling you, you're not too late. You're not too stupid. You're not too poor. What you are is asleep. And it's time to wake up. Learn the rules of wealth, stack skills, build leverage, start something. Even if it's small, even if it fails, even if they laugh. Because the truth is, they don't want you to win. But you can, if you're willing to go the other way. The lonely way, the hard way, the owner's way. Don't just work a job, own equity. Don't just save money, multiply it. Don't just consume, create. Because real wealth isn't just about money, it's about control of your time, your energy, your mind. And the moment you take that back, they lose. You don't need a revolution. You need a new mind, one that sees the game and plays it better. You were given freedom on paper, but power is something you have to take, and you take it by learning what they never wanted to teach you. You can stay in the matrix, scroll, sleep, consume, repeat, or you can wake up. Study the wealthy, move in silence, build your name like a brand, treat your skills like weapons, and stack money like it's war. Because in a world that feeds off your weakness, the most rebellious thing you can do is become free. Welcome to Wealth Vigilante. We're not here to be safe. We're here to build the kind of wealth that no one can take, because it lives inside your mind. If that woke something up in you, then subscribe. If you felt the fire, like the video. If you're ready to break the script, drop a comment below. Tell the world you're done being average. And if you know someone still sleeping, share this with them. Wake them up. We move together. We build together. This is just the beginning.